Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Hey guys, this is Jodi Anoorabh. I'm Anusha.
And I'm Saurabh.
Yes, and today we're gonna talk about one of the most asked question in our comment section on Instagram and DMs.
Second most asked.
The second most asked. Okay, so that is, how do you guys manage your time to work 9 to 5 job and also have a side hustle, right? Which is our content creation on the side. So yes, we're gonna talk about how do we manage our time.
We're gonna break this into two parts. The first part is basically talking about our routine, and then what are the tools we use to achieve that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, talking about routine, we're gonna talk about morning routine because that is one of the key important thing.
First thing you do.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
So I mean, think about it, right? Because when you get up and if you do the thing which is most important to you, then your day start will go right, because you will feel good about it, and that is why it is important.
It's just giving booster to your day, right? To do something which you love and which keeps you like going throughout the day, right? So that is something which is really important, is what we have learned so far. So
what we do generally is like there are like a couple of things. Either we go to gym and work out, or we do some choreography or practice, or what else?
We learn something new. So for this year we have a goal to learn wakeboarding. So yes, we've been practicing that like for 10 minutes in the mornings.
Cool. I think that is all about morning routine. So basically making sure that you are doing something which is really important to you, and you make time for that in the morning before you start your usual day-to-do thing, whatever it is, whether it's a job or whatever it is for you. So make sure you do the most important thing for you in the morning.
Yes. So yes, right after morning routine, our IT job starts. So we kind of log in the morning around 10ish, right? So yes, after that, obviously we'll take kind of breaks in the between, like there is lunch break or there's tea breaks, right? So in that breaks we kind of talk about what to do for our freelancing, for our content creation, right? So for that, what do we have to do? How does our day look like? Should we choreograph today? Are we planning to shoot some content today, or what it is? So we sit together for the breaks. It's like, okay, we just tell each other that okay, we're gonna do this. So that's sorted for the the later part.
We try to log out as like a logout. Like we don't try to.
Of course, I mean it doesn't happen like every day. In IT jobs, I don't think like there is a sharp logout time. But to stay sane, I think we draw the boundaries on like okay, this much of hours we have put in, and like after 7:30 we don't kind of we try to just log off for the day, and
correct. And that is when we most of the time create content, right? So night, I mean there are times we create in the morning, but I would say 70-80% of the time we create at night after work, and and by that I think by 11 o'clock generally,
or during holidays like this video.
Oh yeah, so today is Dashera and we are free.
So we are free.
And we wanted to make YouTube video because
we're still working.
It's been pending for months, right? We have been thinking of this
We just finally got up and we're like, okay, we gonna make this video today somehow.
Yes. So right?
Yeah.
I think that is all. Tools, let's talk about tools. I think that is all, right? Okay, so by the way, this is like on the weekdays time, but obviously we get Saturdays, Sundays as well. And Saturdays are the ones which we get full day, and we usually just create content whole day. Right? Because many times on the weekdays we cannot create on a daily basis. Like this was the best case scenario. Like you get up, go to gym, blah 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 blah, do IT job, blah blah blah. Then at night shoot. But this not happens all the time, right? Okay. So during the weekends we get extra time. So Saturday is generally when we spend the whole day creating content. And yeah, Sunday generally we try to make chill day.
We try to take a holiday.
Yeah, this is what we have started recently. That Sunday we won't do anything. No work, no content creation, no nothing.
No work basically.
Basically just Netflix and chill or whatever you want to do. Or you spend time however you like. But that's not happening always. This is something which is
which we've been working on for
which we are
a couple
working
of
on.
weeks.
But yeah.
months now.
So we'll get there. But the idea is that you work hard during the days, you work hard on Saturdays, and Sunday you relax. That is what we are aiming for, and hopefully.
And you should also aim for, which I think.
I mean, you don't have to aim for.
No, I think it is necessary. Like,
I mean, discipline is necessary, but you don't have to like work daily and.
I mean, like, take a break. I was not talking about working all week. I was just talking about take one day off, do whatever.
Correct.
The rest of the days.
Cool.
Yes.
So yeah. So how do we plan this? As in tools which we use for this. So let's talk about the tools which we use to achieve this. Right. For many months we have been following this approach of what we do, like on every 1st and every 15th of every month we just write down what are the things which you want to do. For example, we write down like, hey, we haven't made a remix video, let's try to make a remix video, let's try to make a Tamil song dance, or let's try to make a Kannada song dance, let's try to make a waveboard,
some outdoor shoot or anything, right? So basically we write down our goals, our tasks
for that 15 days.
Yes.
But anyway, the point is we try to write down those tasks for those next 15 days. It's not like very exhaustive list, but it's like some of the
achievable list.
Achievable, like, but few things which we really want to achieve, right? It's not like that is the only thing which we do. We just write, I would say, like 20-30% of the things in that 15 days, but those are very important for us. Like, we want to really do that, right, for those 15 days. That is what we write, right? And then at the end of 15 day, we basically retrospect that, like, okay, what all we achieved, what we had expected and what we did not, and what was the reason, right? We try to understand, like, if we had written 4 things that we want to do, and if we are not able to do all 4 of it, then why did we not do it? Like, were we busy with something else, or some emergency came up, or some ad hoc task
so
came
what good happened, what bad happened, right? So if we we write down, okay, what something, okay, we got covered from this and this, and or like we couldn't make this or something like that. So it's just retrospecting those last 15 days on what we kind of achieved and what we couldn't achieve.
Correct.
Kind of.
The whole idea is like you just understand
and be aware.
Be aware that where is your time going. Like, it helps you track your time, like when you retrospect your things, right? So that is, I think.
And this we learned in our job 1.
Exactly, right. So in our IT jobs, we follow Scrum methodology, where we every couple of weeks we have a sprint and we plan things and we achieve things. So this is something which we learn from our IT background, and this is what we are trying to apply in our content creation as well. So it has been working out pretty well, I would say, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So recently, so we have been using notebooks, and now what has happened, like,
I think we have this is 2021 November, so we've been using like a lot of, I think Google Notes and everything else, right? The Google Keep Notes and Microsoft OneNote, or I don't know, like, and the hard, actual hard copies of the books and all of it for doing this planning, the first point we talked about. So along with that, I think you talk about Notion.
Yeah, so right now what we have done is, like, we both have tasks. Like, now what we have done, like, we have distributed some of the work, like she does something, I do something, and what I have done is, like, I manage my task in Notion. So Notion is like one of the tool which make you manage things. I mean, there is hundreds of videos on Notion, you can just check out and understand about it, but that is the tool which we use right now. What else?
Yes, I think that is to kind of, Notion is something which it's just a Jira board, kind of the task board, right? So task board is like, if he has a task of understanding how the mic works, right? He would put a ticket over there saying, okay, work on understanding how the mic works. So so that, and he keeps that, the dates and stuff that.
I mean, it's very useful. It's very useful. Like, even for now, for YouTube video also, what we did. So I had created a task called create YouTube time management video, and then when we were brainstorming about, like, what we really want to talk about it on a high level, so we use the same task and write down our things in that, like, okay, this is what we talk
right away.
And that helps us because everything is at one place, and it's just
more organized way of doing it, doing the planning which we do for like last 15 days, right? So
so I think that is all for
this is how we keep kind of clear goals and targets, and we use Notions, and I still use Google Keep. to kind of maintain those and keep reminders also. If I have something like for a, which have the deadline, like, within this 15 days, if I have some date fixed in my mind, okay, I have to do it on 13th of this month, right? So I will just set a reminder on top of it and work around it. That's all.
So I think we talked about our routine in general and the tools which we use. How do you want to summarize this in like one line or two lines? Like, what is important? Like, if someone comes to you and ask you, how do you manage time? What will you say?
First thing is, do you want to manage time?
Actually, that is a good question.
Yeah, I think first thing is to have the determination to kind of, obviously, if you're asking me that question, I think you must be having something in your mind that to kind of start something on the side along with what you're actually kind of putting in most of your time in a day, right? So you want to kind of take out some of that time and put in to some other task, maybe, right? So like you should love that task enough to have that thing going, right? So have that determination. Having that determination and willpower is more important, is what I think. And apart from that, I think have a discipline.
So when you say determination, what does that mean?
Yeah, because I think there are hundreds of people who are asking this question, right? But I don't think all of them have the same determination to kind of work towards it. That is why not all of the, like, there are very less people who kind of able to manage side hustle, right? So there are a lot of people who give up in between. So what I think is that if you're not determined enough, that is when these things happen. So yeah.
Okay.
So when I say determination, it was more like kind of, don't pick a side hustle which will just give you money, or you should love the side hustle which you do. I mean,
but then I think I think that is fair. That is fair.
I mean, I don't know. It maybe depends from person to person.
Because I feel ki if someone loves something, they'll automatically make time for it.
Exactly. So that's the point. It could be making money also.
It could be making
money. But it shouldn't be like mechanical, or it shouldn't be like very boring for you itself, right? So, I mean, it shouldn't be like, I have to do this, but get something, my love, So apart from that, have discipline. It's okay to get get out of the track when you have like a routine, or like you are supposed to kind of do this for next 100 days, and you're not able to kind of you went out of track in between, but that's okay. We are all humans, right? So it is important to get back into track. So it is it's like how I see it is like, how fast do you get back on track? So that is important, right? So even if you move out of the track of the routine, so get back after 1 or 2 days, or 1 or 2 weeks also is fine, but get back, right? Don't give up on it, right? So
yeah, I think that's some good advice by Anusha Shetty. Okay, so we're gonna make more videos like this where we are talking and just talking.
Yes, just share our personal experience maybe, and things we've been learning, and I think we'll update this video also, like the time management video also, as and when we learn something new.
More about it.
Or if we kind of alter our routine or our way of managing time, if that gets altered, we'll make another video regarding that, right?
True.
Yeah.
So but do comment below whatever you want to know more, and we'll try to make another detailed video about it, and subscribe.
Yes. Bye bye.
All right.